Okay, today we have a Ford Focus in for our water leak procedure 2011. So we're just going to show you what we've found so far. So just to quickly note, this isn't anything major, but we can see there's a lot of debris on top of the scuttle area. So we could do with cleaning that off. The scuttle area itself is running fine through the front arches, which it should do. Coming round and focusing on the passenger rear door membrane. So we've got our lever bars down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of water down the back of the window, just simulating that it's raining. Now it should fall out of the bottom of the door, but if we take a closer look, we can see that there's a leak from the bottom of the door membrane coming out of the door card. And then what that would do is it would sit on this rubber here, and then what it would do is eventually work its way in. So what I've done is I've just popped up the carpet here a little bit, so my hand's nice and dry. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put my hand down this little bit here and give it a squeeze. Okay, so it's not completely waterlogged under there, but we can feel some moisture. So there's a bit of moisture on my hand there just from the underlay sponge. So we're going to need to take the passenger seat out to lift up this carpet to get that dry. So now coming onto the back, so we're focusing on the common areas, which are the air vents behind the rear bumper. So I've got my twisty camera here, as you can see, going down into the box section. You can see there that there's your air vent. There's signs of water in that box section on the bottom there. That's the shiny bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour a bit of water down the outside of the bumper, just simulating that it's out in the rain. And then if we have a quick look on the inside, we can see that the water is running past the air vent and then filling in the air box, filling up the box section. So that would be both the rear air vents are leaking as well. There doesn't seem to be any blanking tape behind there, which is a good sign. But what's happening is the water's coming out of this area here. We can see there's a bit of water on this bung. The customer has tidied up, obviously, the rear spare wheel holder. But we can see just by these rags, if we give them a squeeze, we can see how much water was probably in the back here. And the same again on this side as well. So that's everything we've found leaking wise. Just to quickly note, on these top anchor points, which is a common place for them to leak, we can see that there's cracks starting to form, but on our test we can't actually get any water to come in the car. So we would probably advise obviously resealing these welds on both sides, because they're both starting to crack, but there's no signs of any water coming in the car as of yet. So we're just going to obviously put an estimate together just for everything we found.